Ian, what do you got?
Hey, Dan. First of all, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning.
So I wanted to touch on something that we actually were able to do yesterday. We had the opportunity to speak with somebody from the undercover journalist organization, Project Veritas. We were able to get in touch with them and just talk about some of the lawsuits that Veritas is bringing against Twitter and CNN. So we've been reporting on this kind of consistently.
Right.
And what happened was James O'Keefe, the CEO, and Project Veritas were taken off of Twitter. Project Veritas was taken off a while ago. Their accounts were taken down. So James O'Keefe kind of took it upon himself to be sort of the spokesman for Project Veritas on Twitter. Recently, though, his account was taken down, and Twitter told them it was taken down for something along the lines of spam-like behavior. So Veritas filed a lawsuit against the social media giant because they have other things that say that it actually wasn't for that reason. And they didn't do any spam-like behavior. He was just running his account as he would. Now, this actually came after they posted a couple of videos about CNN. They did a whole undercover CNN thing. And so later, they filed a separate lawsuit against CNN when one of their anchors falsely reported the reason that they were taken down off of Twitter. They said, one of the anchors said that it was for spreading misinformation. So Veritas filed a lawsuit against them as well. So I would just really suggest that's going to be on the site later today. We have it planned to go up, I think, around the afternoon. So go to FISM.tv/news. We also have a clip in the show tonight at 7 p.m., like Dan said, so please tune into that. And we also have, Dan, your interview with Senator Donna Campbell on the Lone Star Infrastructure Protection Act on our site as well, and I'd highly recommend going to check that out. Sam Case also wrote a tiny article about the situation. He wrote an article about the situation as well, which is really helpful for anyone unfamiliar with the story. So please visit the website for that as well. It's very interesting stuff, very important stuff, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Other headlines we have on the site. President Joe Biden signed yet another executive order 2 days ago, which increased the minimum wage of federal contractors. So the minimum wage is now set to $15 per hour, which is up from $10.95 an hour. And again, this is for any contracting company that works with the federal government. Now, this presidential action actually supersedes a previous executive order from President Obama in 2014, which established another minimum wage for contractors. That actually increased it to the $10.95, which is now going to be replaced to $15 an hour. So it's kind of like an updated sort of executive order, an updated minimum wage for these jobs. Wow. This executive order also actually replaced a different sort of exemption executive order from President Trump in 2018. Trump noticed that President Obama's initial minimum wage increase kind of messed with the workload for recreational seasonal workers. He thought it would negatively impact them because the minimum wage bump would mean that it would raise the cost of other things that were typically seasonal on federal lands. So President Trump put in an exemption just to say, like, hey, pretty much the exemption was, let's not increase the prices of things specifically in this world, in this field, so that the American people can continue to enjoy federal lands as is. And this executive order that Biden signed just pretty much took out that exemption. So it superseded everything and increased the minimum wage to $15 an hour.
Yeah, which is going to get passed along to our national debt, obviously, because that's going to increase the cost that we, the taxpayer, are paying for the independent contractors, which the independent contractors don't have much choice about that, but and they don't care much about it because they know they're going to pass it on to the government.
Thank you for watching. Go to FISM.tv/news for more.